Welcome colleagues of TIAS. In this very short screencast, I will explain to you how you can use Screencast-O-Matic, free software, to tape your own screencast for teaching at TIAS. And I'll do that in less than 10 minutes and explain how in 3 very simple steps. So here we go. So the first step is configure, the second is record, and the third is uploading the result. So 3 very simple steps, and I'll explain each in more detail now. So before you can start configuring your screencast, you will have to go to the website screencastomatic.com, which is now in the screen. So this is free software and there are alternatives, of course, but why I chose for Screencast-O-Matic is a number of reasons. First, it's very user-friendly, and I also think that the output, but you can see that yourself right now, is professional. So the resolution of the video is good. The combination of the screen and the slides is good, and you can use it, of course, also for different things than what I use now, PowerPoint. Screencast-O-Matic is very flexible in that respect. Plus, it doesn't ask you to download and install software. Sometimes that's also not possible at some computers, but this is web-based, so you don't have to have a license of anything. You don't have to become a member. You don't get any free spam or anything. And which I think is also very important, the output, the result, your recording will be an MP4 file that you can save locally on your computer. So you have full ownership and control of the output. It's not put in some sort of website or cloud that you have to access using the producer, in this case Screencast-O-Matic. So you can tape the video and then at the end it will be yours. And you can also decide how to deal with that. So when you go to Screencast-O-Matic, and I will do that in a minute to demonstrate, you will have a few options. The first thing you need to choose is on the home page, the left button, Start Recording for Free. I call this the free route, which is easy to remember. So you start recording for free. Once you hit that button, a new screen appears, and then again, go for the left button, Launch Free Recorder. So start recording for free, free recorder. That's easy to remember. Once you go there, it might be that there will appear an extra window asking you, did you mean to switch apps? If this question is asked, you simply reply with yes. Once you do that, it takes a few seconds and eventually there will be a frame in your window appearing, a dotted frame. And that is a signal that in fact the screencast software has been activated. And then you can start configuring your recording. There are a few options and I won't discuss all, but I think the most important one is the option to choose between screen, webcam, or both. So if you only go for screen, you will only see the PowerPoint or Excel or whatever software you're using and demonstrating. If you only use webcam, they will only see you, which becomes more like a video lecture. And in this case, I opted for both. So you see both me in a small window and you see the content in a big window. And I think that's most appropriate for a screencast in teaching. And you get this result. So it's a deliberate choice you can make. Then before you start recording, you can adjust the frame, the size, the area that you want to tape, and you can also even choose the position of the webcam screen that you see me in now. So I'm at the moment at the right button corner of your window, but this is something that I can drag before I can record in any position of the window. I can be in the middle if you like, I can be on the right top corner. That's all possible before you record. So this is configuration. Once this is done, you simply have to press on the left bottom corner the red button stating record. So before I do that, I'll show you the website. This is Screencast-O-Matic, and as you can see, there are a few buttons. If you take the orange button here, the launch free recorder, it will go and activate the software for you, and eventually you will see the frame appearing like this in your window. It's hard to see right now, but here it says screen, webcam, or both. I opt for both, and if you go for the red button, it starts recording. And it goes from 3, 2, 1, countdown, and then you are recording like I am right now. So that's step 1. Now then you start recording. As you can see, I'm doing that using a headset that was provided to me by TIAS. And I think that's proper because it also improves the quality of your audio. Doing it without audio, without a headset is possible, but you will have a very hollow sound. And it is important in a screencast that the quality of both the view but also of the sound is professional. So a headset will help a lot. Should you look at the camera all the time? No, I don't think so, because that becomes like a hypnotizing video like Rusty Rostelli, which I don't think is very comfortable, also not for the participants. But what I do is you will have the screen over here, and if you only stare at your own content, you will always look away from the camera, which is also a little bit uncomfortable. So I look to the camera every now and then, and you can just practice this and it will be fine. You will see in the final result that's natural eye contact, and it will do fine. Very important is that you take it easy, because you will be alone. I'm alone in my study and I'm taping this and nobody's talking back to me. I don't even get any gestures back from the audience, which indicate maybe that I'm going too fast or too slow. So automatically you will start speeding up because you don't get any signals and you think, okay, I can speed up again. And you have a lot to say. But actually that's not necessary. In the window that I'm using right now, it also is counting the time, and I can see I'm at minute 6 and 17 seconds. So you can account for time, so you don't have to rush. And it is important that you're not overspeeding. And the last thing I have to say about this is that less is more. Because if you try to speak as slow and comfortable possible, it might also become a very long video if you want to discuss everything. And that's not possible. Well, research has shown that people have a hard time focusing on more than 15 minutes on a video, which is good in this case because Screencast-O-Matic limits its video castings to 15 minutes. You can't tape more than 15 minutes at a time. So if you have a big subject, you should cut it up and make different screencasts of that. So make sure that you have a plan that fits well within 15 minutes, and at the same time you can take it easy. You don't have to rush. So less is more. Make sure you don't try to simply take your PowerPoint deck of a lecture of 1 hour and make that into a screencast. That won't work. Then you will overspeed and rush and you will never manage within 15 minutes. And that's not good for you nor the participants. Now, once all of that is done, the end of the recording, after let's say maximum 15 minutes, you'll go to the last step, which is uploading, which is quite simple. In the same corner that you found the record button, you will also find the pause button. You will first press pause because that's the only option you will have during the screencast. After that, you can choose for done. There's an alternative saying edit the video. You don't want to do that now. You want to be done. Then you go to save and upload, and you will save it as a video file. You can also publish it right away onto YouTube, which is possible, of course, but it's also nice to have the MP4 file, because if you save as video file, that's what it will be. Then there will be a separate window asking you to publish. It's a green button. You press it, and it takes a few seconds. And then at the end again, you press done. And that means that the software has converted the recording into the MP4 file that you want to have. It will be saved automatically on your computer in a directory that has been made by Zoom, and it's also called Zoom. So you can find it easily on your C drive of your computer. So the MP4 file you can either share with colleagues or the program manager if you like. But what I do myself is I created a YouTube channel, or on Vimeo if you like, and these are for free. And I simply upload the MP4 file, the video there. That gives me back a web link which I can easily share with people either within TIAS, on Canvas, or elsewhere, which is quite easy. You can also make it first private before it becomes public as a file. So that's also a very easy way of operating. At the end, of course, you want to share it with your participants on Canvas. So once you have the web link, you can simply also put that into Canvas, and it will automatically give a screenshot of one of the views that you can see right now with a play button, and your participants will know, oh, I want to watch this screencast. I'm looking forward to it. And it's simple like that. I'm also looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to your videos, and I hope you will have a good time taping them. Good luck.